What's happening, man? This is King T.I., man. Grand Hustler's General, you dig? Grand Hustler's leader. Pimp Squad Click Commander. I just wanted to start off by saying that I completely relegate myself from the supercilious annotations constructed by Mr. Kanye West. In no way, form do I concede with the horrendous spontaneous combustion things that he is saying out of his mouth. Like my single, I'm serious. Everyone is saying that the only reason I can talk to him is because I have 17 kids. And with that comes patience. For real. But look, check this out, Holmes. When I'm not being a civil rights activist or making another baby, I'm listening to my partner, my homie, Sice Man, on WhatTheFudgePodcast.
Can I help you, sir?
Say, man, I need to release my hydration-sustaining fluids in the most exuberant manner expeditingly feasible. In other words, can a nigga use your restroom, you dig?
Look at the top of his head. Look at his lips.
What's goody, what's goody? Welcome back to What the Fudge. Hey man, what the fudge? What the fudge? This is episode number 17. This is your crazy host. You already know, Sice Man. How you doing? I got my co-host with me, Mr. Jones. How you doing, homie?
Man, what's good, Sice?
I'm doing good, man. I had a pretty good week. It seemed like this week took forever to go by, bro. Like, I don't know if it was a delayed time change or whatever that might have been, but it just seemed like the week went by super slow or something like that. I don't know, right. But
sometimes it's like that.
How was your week, bro?
My week was great, man. I had I had an audition, a callback for a Snicker commercial.
Congratulations,
but the callback was for a Kit Kat commercial.
Hey,
so hopefully I get it. You know what I mean? Hopefully I get it.
I think that's pretty cool. We want to go ahead and thank the homie T.I. for that intro. He recently released that song with Kanye West this week, where he was kind of being the voice of the people versus all this crazy stuff Kanye West been saying.
That song was dope. I love that.
That song was tight.
Kanye and T.I.
I think that was pretty tight. That song was nice. I want to thank, like I said, the homie T.I. for doing that intro. But you guys know how this goes. You follow us on Instagram, YouTube, iHeartRadio. Everything is under What the Fudge Podcast in one word. But let's get this show started. We're going to go ahead and hop into the news.
Yes, sir.
And this week in the news, actually happened a little bit into this week, but it was last week as well. North Korea and South Korea had a peace treaty where they came together and they planted a peace tree. And they used soil from North Korea and soil from South Korea, and they planted the tree together. It was something pretty tight, I think, that they did. I think it was really cool.
They were able to unify.
They unified after
That's a big thing, man. North Korea is a straight
They haven't
place.
been unified since 1953, bro. Like,
North Korea is crazy.
It's pretty crazy. I don't know, man. I just think it's very weird that it's coincidentally happening around the time that Trump is talking about doing all of this crazy war talk and all of this other extra stuff. I think it's a little ironic that they're forming a union, and I think that would be a deadly force if we were to mess around, man. What you think about all this?
You think there'd be a deadly force? Who and they? As
North Korea and South Korea together working as a team.
I think, this is something that hasn't happened in a long time. I think that, there'll be a deadly force together, but at the same time, Trump is on some other stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like he's part of the reason why they came together.
Yeah, well, that's what the little article that I was reading, it said that it seemed like Donald Trump has something to do with it.
Of course he does. He even stopped the trade, right?
Yeah, it says South Korea's foreign minister has said she believes President Donald Trump is largely responsible for bringing North Korean leader Kim Jong-un to the negotiating table. Speaking ahead of Friday's historic summit between the leaders of North and South Korea, Kang Kung-wha, I know I'm pronouncing that horribly, told CNN that the U.S. president had played a significant role in bringing the two sides together, man. That's just...
Hey, what's his name?
Kung-wha, I
gotta
think.
say
I
it
think
like
that's
it's
how
like
it was. You gotta say it like that,
You
man.
gotta say it like his characters, you know what I mean?
Man,
You gotta
that-
have the high pitches and the low pitches
That
in your voice.
I don't know, man. I'm a little worried about that, bro. Like, when these countries ain't been cool since 1953, and then all of a sudden they coming together after somebody's been talking beef, that's usually like a sign of, yo, let's form a little quick truce,
I don't,
and then we
I
gonna
think it's
handle them after that.
I only see it as a good thing. I mean, you know, for them to unify, if Trump had the reason for them to unify, that's crazy.
It's
Just
crazy,
think of that
man.
power that Trump is carrying. He's already a good negotiator. You know what I mean?
Man, I can't stand that dude. He ain't no dad.
Well, I mean, look, besides that,
paying
he was already
negotiating.
But he got property all over, so he's forming alliances.
That's him, man. That could be his money doing that.
Well, hey, I think, you know, if he can influence North Korea and South Korea to come together, knowing that they've been separate for years, how strict North Korea is.
That's because they come together to come against us. They like, yo, we need to form together to go against them crazy people over there.
Yeah, they can be stronger, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't think they should. I think they are coming together for money purposes.
Yeah, maybe, man. I don't know. What time will only tell.
Yeah,
and
who
we will
knows?
only see.
You never know.
You never know. This is just our views here. It's just Sice Man and Charismatic Jones.
That's
views,
right.
You know what
You
I'm
already
saying?
know.
Let's go
Just
ahead
one
and go.
person out of billions.
Let's go ahead and go into the next topic, which is former mayor Rudy Giuliano, who was hired on as the attorney for President Trump. It seems like he discovers some information, you know what I'm saying? A little information
About
that
Trump?
leaked about Trump and this whole porn star scandal where
Man, who gives a crap?
they're saying that Giuliani said
This is
that
crazy. I'm tired.
Trump used finances to pay the lawyer who paid off. So he paid her off in third person or pretty much second person. I don't know how you would do that, but he gave his money to the lawyer to give to her to stop talking about the case. That's what Giuliani brought out. And then recently, like earlier today, they pretty much said that Giuliani didn't know what he was talking about and he was speaking too soon, and that obviously there was some type of error or something like that. What you think about that, man?
I think basically they're trying to find dirt on Trump because they don't like the way he conducts business.
Right.
In and out the White House. But I believe that you're not going to find nothing on this man. This man doesn't give a crap about nothing. He doesn't give a crap.
This dude don't care.
And when you guys
at
realize
all,
that
bro.
Trump don't care, you just going, you know what I mean? This dude's powerful, man.
Man, this dude don't care. He's doing pretty much whatever he wants, how he wants, and
I mean, he's doing better than Bush.
He hushing up people that find out anything. He's kicking out people that finds out anything. It's like if you
think
ain't
so?
down with the party, you don't get down with the party. You out the party.
Well,
pretty
you know,
much.
he got to have a team that's for him. You know what I mean?
He got to have a team that's for him, but at the same time, you got to make sure you're doing right by the people. And if you, it seemed like, I don't know, Giuliani that was like a play for him trying to be, you know, the president. And it was like, let me get in there, let me infiltrate, you know what I'm saying, get some dirt, and
Man,
then
just go
expose
sit
it, and
down.
hopefully we can get him up out of there. I don't know what this was.
He's not messy like Clinton.
Oh, what you did? He's worse than Clinton. You right? He's sleeping with porn star. Well, no, Clinton got head in the office while on duty. You
Come
right?
on now.
That's
Trump got a wife that he's cool with. She dresses nice.
He is not. Cool
Shout out to
with her,
to his wife.
In the world, have you seen
Mrs.
the same
Trump.
pictures I've been seeing where
She had a
scared
bad
to hold his
outfit
hand?
on. She had this dope outfit on. I
She's
seen
scared
one
to
time.
hold this dude's hand. She's scared to even move around in public.
Hey man, I'm
with
just
this
gonna be
dude.
optimistic about it. You know what I mean?
It's crazy, man. But we hope that Giuliani. I think they gave Homeboy some hush money to stop talking about it. I think they wrote him a little check and was like, "Hey, Stop exposing all this in the house type stuff, homie, or you about to get kicked out, bro.
Man, we might as well just go with the flow. He's in there, just go with the flow. You know, let's just see where this is gonna take us.
Man,
Kanye Kanye ran.
Where this want to go, man? Run us into a World War III. You get drafted. You better be saying that same thing.
If Bush would have stayed in office, they would have been throwing shoes at all of us. Thing
when we in the little tank on the way to war next to me, and I'm be like, you see what he done got us in, and you gonna be like, hey,
we trying to make America great again.
Nah, I ain't trying to make no America. Shout out to the people that serve. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no disrespect.
All the Vietnam
we appreciate
vets.
Everybody. Vietnam, Afghanistan, anybody to serve, we appreciate that. But let's go ahead and go to the next segment, which is dropping game.
Right, let's drop some game.
And this week we want to talk about what motivates you to go to work, man. That's
okay.
Because it was a couple days this week, man, where it was just like really rough to get up. It was like, man, I know I got my family, I got to provide for it and everything, but what is my motivation? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I was so daggone tired, man. It didn't make no sense. It was just like, man, I was really just, like I said, I needed motivation. So it was like, and I thought about that. I was like, that's probably something good that we should talk about. Like, what's your motivation? What motivates you to want to get up?
It is good. That's a very good topic.
And actually want to work, man. What's some things for you,
I'm going to tell you like this. When I was working, because right now I'm kind of working for myself, you could say.
Still looking self-employed right now.
I'm not even looking. I'm not even looking for a 9 to 5. I'm actually jumping off the mountain and choosing to follow my dream.
Trying to do your own
you know what I mean? So far, I've been acting in the plays and doing things. But anyway, going on auditions, you know, so on and so forth. But in the sense of motivation, I feel motivation comes from many different places, and every day is new. You got to find what inspires you. A lot of the time when I was working a 9 to 5 in jail, you see what I'm saying? Literally, that's what the 9 to 5 feels like to me, like jail.
It's ironic you say that because we posed in some outfits that a job that I worked for had given us, and it looked like prison shirts, and we all had like a little jail pose too.
Right,
so it's funny you say that.
See, and so I feel like you have to find motivation, and a lot of the time, my motivation was like songs that I love, songs that make me want to just groove. It could be sometimes, some days it'll be money, and some days it'll be the people at work. You know what I mean?
Right.
And sometimes your motivation is just gonna sprout from different places, and you just gotta dig deep from within yourself. If you're doing what you think you need to be doing, if this is what you feel you need to be doing, you need to find the motivation to keep on going. If not, you need to do what makes you happy.
Yeah, you just gotta pretty much, like you said. For me, I think it's definitely my family I gotta provide for and stuff. But I know, but even
that's
before,
good motivation.
Even before that, it was just like, if I stay home, I'm not gonna be doing nothing. I'm just gonna be sitting here chilling anyway. So I might as well get paid.
Right.
It's got to be something that you really want to do. It's got to be something that you're motivated to do. It's got to be something that's like, it's got to be in your heart, man. Even if you're not, like I said, doing what, you know, you feel like it's in your best duty doing. It's plenty of people. That's something else I be thinking about, and I teach my kids is there's other people out there that aren't working that want a job that can't find one.
Right.
And it's like, you know what I'm saying? You're blessed with the opportunity to have one. So why not take advantage of it, you know, rather than me complaining, or sometimes I just, you know, take a day off or something like that if I need to. And
you got to find time for yourself.
Yeah, and then I'll be ready to go back because, like I said, I'll be sitting at the house and I'll be like, man, I could be going to lunch right now. At this time, I'd be going to lunch or whatever. Like, I'm not even really doing nothing, and I could be making money doing something. So I think you guys just out there, Instagram man listeners, you got to just, you know, find out for you what really motivates you. What did you used to say was a motivator for you, or what motivates you since you're into the acting and stuff right now? What motivates you to want to go to the auditions, or what motivates you to want to keep trying even if you get turned down or not? Like what motivates you to get up and be like, all right, I'm gonna go to another one?
I feel like this is one of the things I was called to do.
Okay.
To entertain and to make people feel better. And
so that's kind of like a prep talk you give yourself, or like what?
Well, I just feel like this is what I do on a daily basis anyway, whether I'm on screen or not, you know?
Right.
And so, like, if I can, and even though I didn't make it, sometimes not making it to where I'm at, to where I want to be, that is the motivation. So it's like, well, since I didn't make it yet to where I want to be.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got the house I might have right now.
The house, or
get up and go grind and get it.
I can't do for my family like I truly want to.
Right.
You know, for my moms, my sisters. That's motivation.
Right.
You know, and, you know, I find it, I have to dig deep and just keep on going. Sometimes it's not motivating when I'm not where I want to be. You know what I mean? But then again, when I go on an audition, I get a call back for a Kit Kat commercial. That's motivating.
Yeah, that's more motivation, because it's like opportunities are coming.
Exactly. And so it's like I can feel it right on my fingertips.
Yeah.
And, you know, sometimes success can scare a person, but for me, it's like, I need it. You know, I don't got time to be scared. You know,
ain't no time to be scared.
Sometimes you have to be just motivated about life and living. I woke up today.
Right, exactly. That's what I was saying, hard. Man. You woke up when somebody else didn't. But let's go ahead. Speaking of waking up, let's go ahead and go to our first skit, which is the What the Fudge game show. We got that back. We're gonna do that, like I said, every month. It seems like
we went back to these dudes.
Michael Macaroni got himself, the wonderful host, got himself another contestant, another unwilling contestant.
Right.
Let's go ahead and check that out and see what that's about.
Okay.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another fun-filled episode of What the Fudge? Look, man, as usual, I'm your host, Michael Macaroni, and we've caught ourselves another lucky contestant tonight, y'all. He is a Gemini that likes long walks on the beach, you know, depending on the weather, because Geminis is crazy. He is a part of a flag football league and eats dinner at the McDonald's on 5th and Alberts every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at exactly 8:23 p.m. Let's say hello to Mark.
What the fudge is this? Who are you? Hey, homie, you tripping. Just let me go and I swear I won't beat the life out of you.
Mr. Tough Guy. I like that. Look, you'll be playing for those limited edition autographed Air Jordan Space Jams that you got in that glass case hidden in the safe in your wall. Now let's get started. What two countries recently made peace and planted a tree to seal the deal?
Wait, what? How did you know about my safe and where I eat? You been following me, you freak? Look, you got some problems. I swear, if you don't let me out, there's going to be a whole lot of beatings coming your way, homie. Do you know who I am?
Oh, sorry, man. That's not the correct answer. It's North and South Korea. And of course I know who you are. I have your credit report, tax information, and all of your legal documents right here. Anyway, let's go to the death round.
Hey, alright, look, homie. We got off on the wrong foot. Did Shotgun Sean send you? I told him I was going to pay him his money this weekend. Let me call him. I'll clear this right up.
Sounds great. Now this week, Kanye West said something about slaves that upset everyone. What did he say?
That's easy, man. He been tripping for the past few weeks. But I think this week, he said slaves had a choice to be enslaved. Now let me go. I got the answer right.
Oh man, sorry, but that's not it. That's incorrect, brother.
What? How? What's the answer then?
Okay, so the correct answer was that he got liposuction. Looks like I just got a new house, y'all. Thank you so much again for playing, and as usual, we will be sending you home in pieces. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for playing What the Fudge? Now just take a deep breath of this gas. And we're back from that break right there. Sounds like this dude was trying to fight back a little bit, but I don't know. Them tough talk words ain't do nothing.
Man,
but,
I don't know where you found this game show, man. It must be in an alley somewhere.
It's an underground game show that this dude
Fight night
says
type
on a
game
weekly
show.
basis. But Let's go ahead and go into the next segment, which is What the Fudge. Hey, man, what the fudge? What the fudge? And this week, man, to me, the main topic, the main What the Fudge moment. Everybody out there that listens or watches, you have a What the Fudge moment every day, whether you realize it or not. Maybe you curse and say the other word, but here in the censored house of What the Fudge podcast, we say fudge. It would have to be finding out that Kevin Hart's friend of 15 years was the one that was trying to extort him for some money, man.
That doesn't surprise me not one bit.
It does, man.
It surprises you?
That's crazy. Well, not really, but it's just messed up.
He probably feels obligated.
Of course, earlier this year when Kevin Hart was caught up, the actor dude friend, his name is Todd J.T. Jackson. Now, I first seen this dude. I seen him on this on one of them little cheesy dating shows. That's back when all of the little dating shows and stuff was out. It was called The Fifth Wheel. For those out there that was watching, if you remember it, The Fifth Wheel. But it was a dating show that was pretty crazy, and he was on there. That's back when the actors was going on these little fake dating reality shows, making it seem like they was really doing that. But he was on there. Then I started seeing him in some commercials. Then I seen him in a couple TV shows. Eventually, he made his way to the movies. It was pretty cool. I watched Homeboy's progression. Like I said, I didn't know that he was so cool with Kevin Hart. I didn't know he hung out with Kevin Hart. I just watched a clip today at TMZ where he was hanging out with Kevin Hart, and Kevin Hart pulled off and left him. And then he ended up chasing him
in
down
a real
the street.
way, like I'm leaving you.
Nah, it was a joking way, of course. Man. He pulled off, and then he busted a U-turn because the dude was still talking to TMZ. And he come to find out, he was put in jail, and he's on bond and all of that stuff because evidence surfaced that he was the one that set up Kevin Hart and tried to extort him with the little sex tape. Dog, that's just cold, man.
What a friend.
And Kevin Hart responded on, when I guess the news surfaced, he just said, wow, I'm shocked, at a loss for words and all of that, man.
Doesn't shock me not one bit.
That's like, how would you feel if a homie, have you ever had somebody do something like that to you, man? Like somebody, what kind of happened, bro? Tell me, Jones, give me an example of what happened, Jones.
Well, I never had in the sense of being extorted?
Not extorted, man. Where you had a homie just did you dirty.
Well, I didn't have a homie do me dirty.
A long time homie.
I had a homie
you thought you was cool with do you dirty.
Yeah, I had that several times. Also had I got stood up for prom.
Just give me one example. Then what happened with the prom, man?
Oh man, the chick we were supposed to meet up, have my grandparents waiting. You know what I mean?
Ready to take the pictures and stuff.
Yeah, ready to take the pictures. Everything.
You was suited and booted, looking fresh.
Everything, corsage, everything.
Dang.
And come to find out, she went to prom with one of the homies.
Oh.
But he said he didn't know, so I let it on.
That nigga was lying, bro. I ain't even going front, bro. That nigga was lying, bro. But
hey man,
was lying.
But I'm cool with him. No, I'm cool with him to this day, though.
Look,
we cool.
Man,
we cool to this day, though.
That's cool.
I chose to take the high road. You feel me?
As you should. That was really manly and mature of you. I salute and I salute you, sir, for that. I think an incident with me one time, somebody did me dirty, man. It was a long time homie of mine. My mom kind of helped the homeboy out a little bit. This dude didn't really have nowhere to live. And we kind of let him stay at our place. You know who you are eventually if you hear this, man. She kind of let him stay at our place. It was snowing.
Your
this was
mom
back
let
in
him
DC,
stay there?
Maryland, and she let him stay at the place. And we went up to my grandmother's house to visit her for the holidays. It was around Christmas time. And of course she didn't want him out there, in the snow or nothing like that. Whoa. She didn't want him in the snow or nothing like that. And then this dude, we came back home, and when we got back to the house, this dude had the TV on. He had all of the lights on in the house. This guy had the tobacco from the blunt stuff all on the table. He had music playing like this. Had it like it was his apartment. Completely disrespected my mom's place. And I had to definitely ex homie out. Like, yo, you gotta go, bro. I can't even help you no more, bro.
Taking their kindness
and that
for
was
weakness.
like, that's kind of like, yeah, that's like, that seems like that's what happened in Kevin Hart's situation. It seemed like homeboys thought that he seen all that money coming in, he seen all them dollars, and was like, yo,
he felt obligated though.
That's my money too.
He felt entitled.
I want some of that. He was like, I want some of that, bro.
He felt, I feel much obliged to tell you need to give me
That's
some money.
That's exactly what he thought, but that ain't the case. So we just hope that Kevin Hart gets over that. I'm sure he didn't got over that. I'm sure it just messed up. It's gonna make him
tripping.
I don't think he's tripping, but it's gonna make him definitely tighten his circle up a little more. You're gonna definitely have them plastic cup boys a little more closer. Let's go ahead and go to the next topic. We only gonna talk on this real quick because we know y'all done heard enough of this week.
You must be talking
we
about
talked about this last
Yeezy.
week. Kanye, daggone West. What the fudge?
Man, take it easy on.
Y'all was
know
homie
he's
talking
going
about
through.
which slavery was a choice comment.
He blamed it all on the medication.
And that's what you recently heard?
That's what he said out of his own mouth. He said he was on
meds.
meds.
I'm talking about after that. I know he said he was on meds, but this is,
Well, I mean,
he still made that crazy comment though.
Well,
what do you think? Do you think slavery was a choice? You think slaves feel like it was a choice?
What slaves chose to be there?
Yeah. Do you think slavery was a choice?
Nah, man, they could have ran. No, I'm joking.
Did you not see what happened to the brother Kunta Kinte when he ran, my brother? They cut your feet off.
I don't think anybody chooses to be in slavery.
It's definitely something I think that's forced. I think he skipped past the whole part where they came to different parts of Africa and stole people, and
everybody doesn't have it all.
And all of that.
Kanye, I think people are giving Kanye too much credit.
I think they are, bro.
He doesn't. It's like people think he's going to be like a Martin Luther King, but he's not. He didn't write a speech down before he speaks,
bro.
He just speaks.
A lot of people look to these celebrities nowadays like they're political leaders and stuff like that. And it's like you also got to look at the fact that he's mentally ill and he has a platform, he has money. So anybody that has anybody mentally ill, I was definitely leaving comments on Instagram this week. Just saying, if you have somebody that's mentally ill in your family, then you know that this is typical behavior. This is typical comments, outbursts, whatever you want to call it. This is typical behavior depending on the illness that they exhibit. It's just stuff that happens, man. We praying for you, Kanye. We hope that you get it together, brother. Just don't be making no more comments like that. What you got to say, John?
I just think he should just stop taking the meds and just do things the natural way. Be around some level-minded people.
Yeah, he need to definitely get his circle right, bro.
Start a foundation with Mike Tyson.
What the fuck?
Because he was on meds too. You know what I mean? Having outbursts and biting ears off. But
I think that's when he was off meds. You might be right, man. But let's go ahead and go to the next topic, which is the Brinks truck. Now I don't know if y'all heard about this, man, but there was a Brinks truck.
You sprung this one on me. I didn't know this. I did not know this one.
The doors popped open, bro, and over $600,000 was spread out all over the street and the highway in Indiana, man.
I bet you I wouldn't be driving down the street.
Tell me, Jones, what you would have did. You are driving on the highway. You on your way to work.
I wouldn't be on my way to work anymore.
No, listen. You on your way to work. You done stopped and got you something to eat. You go down to eat. You know what I'm saying? You done drop something on your shirt. You look down to get something up off your shirt. You look back up in the Brinks truck in front of you. Got the doors wide open and money coming is flying out, bro. What do?
I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna act like I'm on The Price is Right. I'm gonna just start going crazy.
What does that mean, bro?
Like I won. You feel me? Like I'm picking up money. I'm running down the highway. I'm picking up more money, stuffing in my pockets.
Okay. See, man.
You know what I mean?
Me personally, I'm about to. I don't know if anybody that's been in California.
600,000.
Anybody that's been in California and seen
when
the highway patrol starts to slow down traffic. What they do is they start swerving and closing down traffic. They swerve completely across all lanes, kind of like in a snake pattern.
They don't
That's
let you through.
Exactly what I would start doing with my car and the hazard lights on.
I'm not doing that. I'm sprinting.
And then I'm going to park it parallel horizontally.
See, by that time, I done picked up about 30
get
racks.
Out, and then everybody's going to be wondering what's going on. See, you ain't going to know because you're going to be like, why is the dude swerving and what is all that flying? And then once I stop, you're going to be like, oh, snap, something happened to his car. And I'm gonna be out the back picking up all that money.
I got an eye for dog crap and money, like when I'm walking. So
okay.
It's
when
two things
walk.
I see
driving,
when I'm walking.
Bro. That's what I'm talking about. You ain't walking, you driving.
No, I'm gonna be walking on the freeway picking up money.
Man, I don't even know. But me, I personally would have definitely been out there picking up all
$600,000.
$600,000.
You can swerve all you want.
They couldn't have did nothing, but they wouldn't have been able to do nothing. They can. I'm sure they sent out the little PSA. Please. Bring back the money. Please turn the money into this location at da-da-da. Nah, ain't nobody doing that, man. Let's go into the Instagram Comedian of the Week for What the Fudge Podcast, episode number 17. I hope you guys enjoyed Big Ja last week. Homeboy was really, really funny.
Shout out Big Ja.
Shout out to Big Ja. But this week on Instagram, our What the Fudge Podcast Instagram Comedian of the Week is Cholo Fit Creeper. Cholo Fit Creeper. This dude is really hilarious. The skits that this dude be doing is really, really funny. He's a comedian that tours often. Hopefully me and my wife get to go, Shelly G, who be co-hosting. Hopefully we get to go see this dude live one day. He's really, really funny. I'm
you like him like that?
Some of his funny stuff.
He got tours coming up?
Checking out. He been on tour, bro. He been touring. He said he's like a cholo. Anybody that's in LA, you know what a cholo is. But for those that are outside of LA, it's a stereotypical Mexican American that they put on movies with the big pulled up socks,
stereotypical
a wet wife beaters.
He's a stereotypical wet
Mexican.
Oh my
That's
God.
what they have out here, or El Salvadorian, whichever you prefer. But let's move into the next segment, which is the hip hop and R&B review. And this week, today, Ray Shrimmer, they were on the Breakfast Club. These dudes talk like they really don't care about anything, bro. They talk about everything pretty much. Check that out on YouTube if you haven't seen it. It's the Ray Shrimmer Breakfast Club interview. It was really good. It's only about 20-something minutes.
Shout out Ray Shrimmer.
They released a triple album today. Now, it's Slim Jimmy's album, his solo album, it's Sway Lee's solo album, and then it's an album that they did together, and it's called Shrimp Life 3. I didn't get a chance to listen to it yet. I'm going to be going to the gym later and this weekend, so I'm going to definitely check it out. Have you got to hear it, Jones? You heard anything about it? What's popping, homie?
I haven't heard Ray Shrimmer's nothing yet. I'm still low-key stuck on J. Cole stuff. I'm trying to get that out, but I'm going to definitely listen to it.
I'm glad you mentioned that. They're not going to promote J. Cole.
Why?
And they're not going to promote it because all of the great content that he had on there, talking about how the kids
good
are
of an
on
album.
pills, talking about how people use weed for depression and other mental illness things, or
so it's too much truth.
It's too much truth. It's another Kendrick Lamar, but it's like they don't want nobody to hear that right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's
they're trying to keep people dumbed down, but it's not gonna happen.
They want to, but that Ray Shrimmer album, I'm definitely gonna check that out. I love them dudes. I loved them since they first came out with No Flex Zone. They really, really energetic dudes. I really like them. They just having fun, man. They make music to have fun. They ain't really no lyrical dudes. Don't be looking for all that on this.
Right.
But if you want to speak of lyrics, let's go on to the next topic, which is Joyner Lucas. This dude is a beast when it comes to flows, dog. When it comes to fast flows, because I like rapping fast too. This dude is a beast at it. Him, Busta Rhymes, Twista, a lot of other, the Thugs, Bone, what is it? Bone Thugs and Harmony. I was about to say their name backwards, bro. Bone Thugs and Harmony. Thugs, Bones, and Harmonies. That's what I was about to say. Thugs, Harmony, Bones, and Thugs. That's what I was about to say. But Joyner Lucas released a song this week called "I Don't Die" with Chris Brown. The song is really, really tight. I like the song. The video is crazy too. It was a crazy video where it was like they just kept killing them in different ways. They did every way that they can think of with the gas.
I seen it. I checked it out.
With the electric chair, with the shooting. They tried every way they could, and they kept coming back to life. What did you think about it, bro? Did you like the song? Did you like the video? You know, Chris Brown doing a lot of crazy stuff. What did you think about it?
I wasn't really too fond of it. I liked the fact that when they would die, they was kind of like acting like they died and then come back to life.
And then come back, right. It was really funny, bro.
I thought that there was some nice comedy in that.
I think it was pretty cool, man. I like the video. Like I said, y'all know where we be checking all that stuff out. It's on YouTube. Check it out. It's called Joyner Lucas, I Don't Die, featuring Chris Brown. Let's go into the classic album for episode number 17 of What the Fudge Podcast. And for this week, I took it back, all the way back. This is when Lil Wayne, The Carter, the first one came out. If you haven't heard this, anybody, you know, that only likes the new Lil Wayne, please go check out The Carter. You'll understand why Lil Wayne. This is when Lil Wayne definitely solidified his legacy as a top MC and a legend in the rap game. To me, that's when he definitely did it. Is when he came out with The Carter. He had
you a fan of Lil Wayne?
Before that, I'm a fan of that type of Lil Wayne. I'm a fan of when him and Joel Santana came out with that song that we talked about in the other episode. I'm a fan of that Lil Wayne.
Okay.
The auto-tune syruped out Lil Wayne, I'm not really a fan of that one. Did you what you think
of the album or of Lil Wayne?
What you think of that album?
I'm not a real big fan of Lil Wayne.
Oh.
I mean, I you know what? I always, when it came to his album, I always liked one or two.
Okay. Okay, well then what's your it's not everybody's cup of tea and ain't nothing wrong with that, but what's your classic album this week for episode 17, bro?
I'm gonna have to say Common's album, Like Water for Chocolate. I like that album.
When did that come out, bro?
Oh man, don't quote me, but I'm thinking to 99 or 2000.
Oh, okay. So it's one of those. That's cool. I definitely go check that. I haven't even.
I want to say maybe 99.
Oh, okay. So, and I already know it's coming with some lyrics because
you haven't heard Like Water for Chocolate.
Nah, I haven't heard that one.
Bro, you got to check it out.
Okay, I'm gonna definitely check that out. Y'all out there listening,
it's a nice throwback.
Make sure y'all check that out.
Let's go. Common was really common.
Oh, okay. That's before Erykah Badu Common is what you're saying.
Right.
Pre Erykah Badu Common.
Erykah's dope though.
Oh man,
Erykah
but
Badu
shout out
dope.
to Erykah Badu. She a beast. Everybody know about that saying with her. But let's go into the next skit, which is speaking of Kanye talking about slaves. Slavery was a choice. We got were slaves really free type of skit.
Oh, jeez. Just woke up. Y'all. Now, y'all know I'm the prophets around here. I just had a dream that brother Kanye West in the future, he said that we had a choice. You know what? It's the last time Master's gonna beat me. No more. Then we done built his home. We done spent our late nights making his furniture. Our wives done raised his kids and taught his wives how to cook. Cause all that bland stuff they was trying to feed us. We done clean their homes, and for what? For scraps? To be treated less than human? Sometimes our kids are taken from us and we gotta smile like everything is okay, y'all. Well, today, we say is enough. We gonna fight back, y'all. We's gonna fight back. It's more of us than them anyway. We gonna form like a underground plantation union or something like that, where we all come together and we fight so we can get our kids treated as equals. We gonna fight for our freedoms. We don't have to be slaves no more, y'all. You don't have to be owned no more. Sure, we was stolen from our land and brought here and then traded and sold like common items, like we was just nothing. No more. Today, we stand up and we's gonna fight back. Because we can choose to. Brother Kanye in the future said we have a choice.
Teddy, get that that loud one. Beat the mess out of him until he's almost not breathing. And then hang him in front of his friends and family as an example.
Wait, massa. Kanye said we had a choice.
And we're back. From that, the brother was getting real deep, and then I think the slave master had to bring him back to reality, bro.
What, did you think he was really free?
I don't think so, bro. I don't think it was a choice of that like that. The slave master had to bring him back to reality. But let's go into the next segment, which is the movie and TV review. And this week they released the Robin Hood trailer. They keep creating Robin Hood movies every 5 or 6 years or something like that. Right. They try to keep it going for every generation, I think. I remember the Robin Hood Men in Tights. That one was really, really funny, man. That one was hilarious. Dave Chappelle was actually in that one too.
I do remember that.
That one was pretty funny, but this one has Jamie Foxx, and it has the star from Kingsman, the little young dude that was in Kingsman, the main character from that. They're playing in Robin Hood. The action in it looked crazy, man. Did you get a chance to see the preview yet?
I did. I seen the previews.
What you think, man? Let me know, Jones, because I know that joint had me hyped and had me ready to go learn some bow and arrow lessons.
Really?
For real, man.
I think it's gonna be interesting.
Yo, real side note, real quick.
What's that?
The first time I shot a bow and arrow, bro, I got a bullseye.
Yeah, right.
Bullseye on the first time. God is my witness. Real talk. But
man, you gifted, man.
That movie, it seems like it's gonna be a tight movie, man. If you haven't seen the movie preview, it's on YouTube. You can go in there and look at it. Let's go on to the next little topic, which is Hotel Artemis. Now, I just showed you that one, man. What did you think about the Hotel Artemis starring Sterling K. Brown, the brother that set history with the Oscar? He was also in Black Panther, and then he also was on that TV show that he won the Oscar for. So what you think about this movie, man?
I think it's gonna be a dope movie.
It looks tight.
It didn't look too predictable.
Right.
It kind of reminded me of well, I'm not gonna say unpredictable.
Man, I don't know what's gonna happen in this joint, man. It's about
it kind of reminded me of Keanu Reeves movie a little bit.
For John Wick. Not really, man. It's a hospital.
The hotel was a safe zone.
Maybe the hospital was a part of the John Wick legacy. Maybe they might throw something like that. That's a good thing you said that. For those out there that haven't seen it, go to YouTube and check out Hotel Artemis.
I don't like when I feel like I can almost predict a movie.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm saying this one. With this one, you really don't know, because now it's like a hospital for criminals, strictly for criminals, but they have rules in the hospital.
But the rules are gonna be broken.
Of course they're gonna be broken, and by Jeff Goldblum, who comes up in there, who wants something. That's of course predictable, but you can't predict.
I like that they got him though,
and the characters they got in there. They got Charlie Day in there, the dude from It's Always Funny and Sunny in Philadelphia.
Jurassic Park guy.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum. He's really good. They got and I think Michelle Foster or Pfeiffer. One of the two.
Older, man.
One of them. She's playing the doctor. Y'all know who I'm talking about. She played Clarice in Silence of the Lambs. That's what she was, Clarice, and she wanted to eat some fava beans. With a nice Chianti. Alright, but that movie looks pretty good. Y'all go ahead and check that out. So let's go on to the next one, which is the show or movie to recommend. This week for episode 17 of What the Fudge Podcast, let me look at how much time we got. Okay, we good. I think I would have to go ahead and pick Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. Now the reason I say that is because it recently popped up on my little thing on Netflix. I love this movie when it came out back when I was in high school.
You really like that movie?
It was a really funny movie, man. It's just watch it. It's like
it was a corny movie. Man.
It's funny, man, to watch these two dudes from completely different backgrounds go through some completely made up different fake stuff. I like fiction. I like stuff like that. It's really funny to me, man.
I like slapstick and corny stuff too, but that movie was too corny.
That movie was hilarious, man. So then you ain't like that. Let me know, Jones, what's your show or movie to recommend for this week?
You know I'm coming straight fire.
Okay, what's your joint, man?
Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon. Go check it out. I used to watch it all the time when I was a child. all the time.
I already know what you talking about.
Good
man.
acting,
right there had
good
everybody.
fighting.
Hey yo, shout out to my little brother. Sorry for all of the karate moves and stuff that I practiced on you, bro. You was definitely the test.
Bullying them?
Nah, it wasn't a bully thing. We would play karate movies after we would watch them, and then he would do moves, but I was always like the dude that would take the moves and be getting powered by somebody beating them up, and then I come and destroy him. I let him win sometimes, every now and then, not too much because he was a little brother, but you know how that go.
Man, you're not winning at all till you get old enough to win. How about that?
Oh, that's cold, man. That's a tight little recommendation, though. I like that one. Let's go to the bring back movie or TV show, which is, for me, what I think they need to remake. And I know it didn't come out a long time ago. It's been a little minute. But I think they need to remake Nacho Libre.
It's because you want to be in Nacho Libre.
That movie, you absolutely right. I do want to be one of the luchadors in Nacho Libre. But I think that movie would be hilarious if they brought it to America and they put the WWE twist to it rather than just the luchador, you know. I think they should make it like to where it's like a Christian family that don't want their son wrestling, and then he's just super gifted, and then he could be like naturally swole like you or me, and then, you know, he just falls into it. So I think that would be hilarious. But you gotta have Jack Black as the master that teaches him all of his moves, bro. No. That would be hot.
Jack Black is too fat.
Jack Black is hilarious, man. I think that would be really, really good.
It would be funny.
What's your joint for this week? Your bring back movie or TV show, John?
Man, I wish they just bring back and remake The Boys in the Hood.
Oh, up to no good.
Yeah.
The Boys in the Hood.
Let's see a modern version. Maybe let it take place in the Chi.
Oh, in the Chi.
Or Atlanta.
Or they could come to DC, man. They're giving a lot of shine to Atlanta right now. Let's bring it to DC and let you see a DC flavor of Boys in the Hood. I think that would be how we done seen LA's version.
Yeah.
With Atlanta, we done seen Snow Bluff and all of them other little movies like that. ATL, they gave you the Atlanta version.
That was Atlanta version.
We seen the New York version with New Jack City. Let's bring it to DC, Maryland, and Virginia and do a Boys in the Hood real quick.
New York version would be Juice.
Juice, it could be that. It could be, like I said, New Jack City. It could be any of those.
It can Sugar Hill.
It could be Sugar Hill. It could be New Jersey Drive. It could be.
New York had a couple.
New York had a few, bro. They had quite a lot. We need a DC, Maryland, Virginia version.
We need to check DC.
We've seen the Miami version, the Coke Empires and Scarfaces and all of that. We done seen that, all of that. We need to see that version of it. But I want to thank you guys for going ahead and listening this long. We had a wonderful episode. I really enjoyed this episode, homie. This is episode 17 of What the Fudge Podcast. Before we go ahead and hop into the bedtime story this week, which is Pinocchio, a.k.a. Jamokio. It's Jamal mixed with Okio. It's a little bit of twist. Y'all know how Sice Man do, so get your blankets and your pillows ready. We want to thank you guys for listening. Like I said, make sure you go ahead and thank everybody out there on Instagram that was watching. Make sure y'all tell about 2 or 3 friends to come watch next time. We do this every Friday between, it's random, man. It's all on between like 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. is where we get started. We would say specific. That's the way black people say Pacific time. And we want you guys to go ahead and continue to check that out on Instagram, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Spreaker.com. Everything is What the Fudge Podcast at one word. Jones, you got anything you want to say before we roll, homie?
Hey, I just want to say, be thankful for everything that you receive in life.
Check this bedtime story out and have a good week.
Pinocchio, a.k.a. the homie Jamokio by Sice Man. Long ago, an old carpenter named Typetto carved a puppet in the shape of a boy and named it Jamokio. He wished for the homie to be a real G one day. An ear-hustling ghetto fairy heard his words and fulfilled his wish. She added life to the little homie, but warned that if he was to be a real boy, he had to be a good little homie. Typedo loved him dearly, but Jamokio was bad and rarely spoke the truth. As soon as he lied, his wooden nose would grow long, and his feet would too, and something in his pants would grow really long and make his pants extra tight. He would always promise to be a good boy the next time, but he soon forgot his word and left the school with his friends to shoot a dice game. He began to miss Typedo, and one day he heard from the other homie, Craig Ghetto, that his pops had been swallowed up by a whale. When he went to find the whale, it swallowed him up too. Jamokio and Typedo were so happy to see each other and came up with a plan to get out of the whale's stomach. They started to have a hotbox session and smoke so much that the whale couldn't handle it and spit them out, then went to sleep. They reached home safely and happy. The ghetto fairy was pleased with the homie Jamokio's bravery and shoe size and whatever was growing in his pants. She decided to turn him into a real boy. From that day, he was very good and for some reason, a big success with the ladies. He never missed school and started his male gigolo service that became a huge success. And he lived happily ever after. The end.
Look at the top of his head.